This is part 2 of our Call of Cthulhu episode. If you haven't listened to part 1, you're probably going to be extremely confused, so please go listen to part 1 first. That's all. Okay, bye.
Let's go knock on this Mr. Corbett's door and see if he'll tell us anything.
There you go.
Right. Let's go all die.
It'll be fine.
Mr. Corbett, are you home?
Well,
I've been to a library. I'm ready to die.
I feel like Hazel's gonna end up being fine.
Because she runs
I'm gonna make a call. This is how this is gonna go. I'm
I
gonna
feel
die
like Hazel's
first.
gonna be fine because Nikki,
Is Nikki what?
that you have the most sense out of all of them.
Oh.
That's fair.
It's gonna get bad and you're gonna run. Capini's gonna be like, hang on, wait, I got a great watch trick. And then he's gonna get eaten.
Murdered.
Yeah.
The only thing that might distract me is if something valuable exists in the home.
Oh, I have no doubt there's gonna be something of value.
Yeah,
that's gonna
never mind.
sparkle.
We're all gonna die. Let's all go die.
Capini.
Yeah.
Capini's the only one who's not gonna die.
Well, okay, that's the bet.
Yeah.
If we succeed, if that's true, and Hazel is the sole survivor, that just means we have to do another game.
Where Hazel is like the benefactor, is like the Charlie to our angels.
Well, that means you get paid 4 times too.
Yeah,
Like everybody else is.
Yeah, everyone else's stipends from the mysterious organization.
Oh, I'm collecting it for them. Yes, they wanted me to collect it. I'm bringing it to them.
They're
No, the
outside right
bodies,
now.
those are fine.
Yeah.
Those aren't
Their
theirs. That's a
families.
trick.
Their families will want it, and
It-
I'm tasking myself with doing that.
That's definitely them because those bodies don't have heads.
I completely know who all of them are.
But do make the check out to cash.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
please.
Yeah.
It was their request.
My initials are CASH. I actually have 4 names. It's very strange.
Hazel is
Yes.
actually my last name.
Yes, but everyone calls me it.
My
Gosh,
first
Hazel.
name is Charlie. I don't know why.
But everybody calls me Cash Money. I don't.
Carly, Ashley, Shirley, Hazel. There we go.
Charlie Ashley Shirley.
Charlie, Ashley, Shirley, Hazel. Classic. All right, let's go die.
As you
Let's go die. I'm ready.
And we're off to the death. Okay.
My body is ready.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the neighborhood where the Corbett house is. You see that majority of the neighborhood has kind of newer office and business buildings, and that the only like actual house that's still on the block is the Corbett house. So you see the Corbett house and kind of not really towering on either side, but like kind of sandwiching it on either side are large office buildings that just kind of take away from a little bit of its grandeur, but it is a fairly decent sized house and
Full of evil. Okay, we're
yeah.
getting it. Yeah.
So much child murder.
Try not to tilt my hand. No.
So much child murder.
So you show up to the general area right in front of the Corbett house, and it's around probably about like I would say 6 p.m. at this point. You guys got into Boston around 1:30 or 2, quickly chatted, and then scooted off to your separate tasks. So it's probably about 6 o'clock, and you see kind of an elderly old man starting to close up. It's a little curbside shop. You see he sells newspapers and small trinkets and stuff like that, and then he also sells cigars. So he's out there, and yeah, so that's kind of what you see when you arrive.
I shoot the old man and then I walk inside.
Okay, roll a firearm check.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your finest cigars. And have you seen anyone go in and out of this house, or maybe more importantly, go in and not come out of this house recently?
Kind of eyes you up real quick. What is your credit rating?
So my credit rating is 25.
Okay, what is your appearance?
Oh,
Oh, he's a handsome fella.
yeah. Well, I'm stunning. Very, very handsome guy. Whatever this guy thinks, whatever his persuasions, he wants me.
Okay.
My appearance is 80.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. Very-
yeah, you were
very handsome,
laughing
very
right now.
handsome.
Yeah,
You've been hanging
yeah.
out with fucking Brad Pitt this entire time.
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he kind of eyes you up and down, trying to gauge you, and he decides to kind of stop what he's doing, packing up and try to take one last customer if he needs to. And he tells you, "Oh yeah, I been working this shop for better part of 2 decades. I seen a lot of people come and go from the house, but not so much recently."
You wouldn't describe anything going on that house as having like activity? There's not been anyone go in and out in your recent memory?
A lot of people are pretty afraid of it. They don't really go inside. Some of the neighborhood kids like to dare each other to go inside, but they don't stick around very long after walking in.
Because they're murdered.
Well, most of them come back out.
But the ones that don't, are they murdered?
Likely.
You're saying there are some that don't come back out. Don't be coy with me, friend. Let me buy another cigar.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's be good friends.
Yeah, so he starts to kind of loosen up and talk to you a little bit more and starts to tell you about kind of the history of the house. Some of it you already know, some of it kind of new to you, but he starts regaling you of stories of the most recent family that had moved in there, which was the Macarios.
Mm-hmm. Right. But they've left under mysterious circumstances, like immediately. Right?
Yeah. So his shop kind of being nearby sees a lot and hears a lot coming from the house, and so he tells you, yeah, the Macarios, yeah, they were good people. They're good Catholic people, and a year after they moved in, the father started kind of going crazy. He was babbling a lot about the things he was seeing,
but that weren't really there, just that he was seeing.
That's for him to say. I don't know. I didn't see that, but he babbles about haunting forms with burning eyes.
Cool.
Just the usual, the typical.
Yeah, the normal stuff for us. The Ghostbusters.
It all seems fine to me.
And then he tells you that throughout all of this, that the husband went mad like a couple years ago, and then only recently did the wife start to kind of follow in those footsteps. And he tells you that last he heard, the Macarios are in a sanitarium a few miles outside of Boston, and they had two kids, 2 sons, and they now live with relatives in Baltimore.
Okay. Holy shit. That's like a pretty big step up from what I was originally imagining. Like, I originally imagined sort of like these people signed papers and then just like ran shrieking from the home when they saw blood on the wall or something. Lady and gentlemen, if we proceed into this home, we very well may lose our own sanity and mind. I can't guarantee anything beyond, but my curiosity has piqued. Thank you, good sir. Let's go. I gotta see. This is just Nick driving it as like, oh, this is what I live for. Show me this spoop.
And then Brandon just turns and goes, "There's no way any of us are going to die." And then he just walks straight towards the mansion.
Way to fucking jinx it.
Yeah, great, yeah.
Okay. Well, now we can quit playing Theater of the Mind and go to Roll 20.
Whoa. Dungeon.
For a minute
So-
here, I just thought we were going to be just doing this.
We've been doing this. It's been fun. I mean,
It worked out
Blast.
great.
yeah.
Especially with those 4 places being identical in structure.
It's wild.
All of them.
Cookie cutter. I mean, that's how you cut down on construction
True.
costs.
Boston, am I right?
Right.
They're all the same building,
Yeah.
just again and again.
Actually,
and again.
yeah. You've hit it nail on the head. It's slightly less planned than New York. Like, it's not as grid-like. But, like, all the buildings, yeah, are, like, yep.
So, Corbett House. The brick building is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The house fronts the street. In the rear, it's overgrown, half-collapsed arbor. And you do see that there is a kind of a walkway that goes around the side of the house.
I wait for the great Capini to rush in. I mean, he seems like he's been... No, let's go in the door.
Brandon's gonna take out a service pistol and kind of have it pointed at the ground, finger resting along the side of it. Good trigger control, as any good agent is wont to do.
Mm.
And he kind of looks at everybody and nods, and then he pushes the door open and makes his way inside.
So you open the door.
And we die.
We forgot about the backdraft. I watched that entire movie and I didn't learn nothing.
Yeah,
So-
you fool. that was the truth.
You open the front door and it reveals a long hallway with double doors immediately to your right, a single door further down the hall on the right, and then 3 single doors on your left.
So, what do you folks think we should do?
As you walk inside, it's very
Sorry.
it's dark in here. It's getting to be kind of dusk outside, but also all of the windows are boarded up, so there's very, very little light shining through, and a lot of the fixtures are either missing bulbs, have smashed bulbs, or just not working.
Could I, have a light source? If we known we were coming to a house that would probably not have a light source.
Yeah, roll me a luck roll. Let's see if you were...
I'm going to roll that same luck roll if that's all right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. All of you can roll a luck roll to see if you had the presence of mind to bring a light source with you.
56 out of 65.
Wow, with all of my massive luck, I somehow still failed that. I got an 86 versus 85.
So the amazing Lorenzo Capini got a hard success on the luck roll,
And Hazel got a success.
and Hazel got a success. So I will say that you guys either have some type of light source on you, or you can find like a kerosene lantern that'll shed some light.
I mean, you know what I think? I think we split up. Let's just start looking in these rooms.
I'll take the kerosene light.
Okay. I'll say you guys have 2 light sources. Hazel will have kind of a kerosene lamp, and Capini has a little flashlight, little pen flashlight.
I was because he has a single candle and like a candle holder, like from the 1700s.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's wearing a full length bed gown
like
somehow.
Scrooge on his
A
way to
big night
bed.
hat. So as long as you guys kind of stay in the same general areas, I mean, you have 2 light sources, but if you all stay in the same general area, you can kind of shine dimish light across everything with the lantern.
What do you want to go at first?
I remember the fish folk. Clearly, I should not go first.
I thought we just look at the first door and just go down the hallway.
Should we? Yeah, yeah, let's do it. Like, Capini, don't be a coward. Get your light in here. I'm gonna drag him in.
Brandon just kind of looks left, looks right, and kicks the door. The double door's open.
Okay.
I want to ready in action to shoot at any ghost I see with my ghost bane bullets.
I also would like to say I have my scalpel. Like, at this point, now that we're getting all spoopy, I would like to get my scalpel out since I have no other tools.
Okay.
Really.
You open the double doors to the living room.
Oh, curdle mustard and the study.
This room contains conventional furnishings, a radio, a couch, stuffed chairs, and shelves laden with gewgaws. Those are like knick-knack type things, useless, collectible crap. You cannot help but notice the unusual quantity of crosses, images of the Virgin, and other Catholic artifacts. There's also a couple family portraits, the Macarios, on the bookshelf as well.
Okay. They left that fast.
Brandon's going to walk over to one of the smaller crucifixes. He's going to grab it. He's going to put it into his coat pocket.
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
Add a crucifix to your inventory sheet. I don't know if that even does.
Does anything in here look expensive as I walk in? No reason, just asking.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions.
Extreme success on a spot hidden.
Okay. You notice that like some of the crucifixes are made of like a nicer like metallic material, like I don't know, maybe silver. So you can possibly get something out of that if you decide to, but
I evidently cannot appraise them very well.
I'll grab one of the more expensive looking ones.
okay. It is 6 feet tall. No. You're dragging it through
Made
the
of
living
Italian marble.
room.
This will fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah, so you grab another slightly larger crucifix that looks like it's made out of nice metal, and put that in your pocket.
I'm wondering now, should we all just grab a crucifix from this room? I feel like that, yeah, I would like to take a crucifix from this
Okay.
room, just in case.
The truth is, whoever has a crucifix dies later.
They all explode.
Well, then, yeah.
They got it.
We'll-
So those old exploding crucifix tricks.
Then Hazel will do that together too. Like, I pick up a crucifix.
Capini picks up a crucifix as well. I guess the thing is that a book that's on there, like a Bible?
Yeah, I mean, there are. I mean, I think it is a bookshelf, so there's likely books on there. It's mostly books of like the time. There might be like an older kind of ceremonial Bible, not like one of the like daily readers that they recite verses out of, but maybe like a family heirloom type one that they don't use, but is.
Brandon's gonna look around the room. He's gonna see if there's any kind of, if there's something amiss, if there's like slashed pillows, if like the paintings have been defaced, if like things, because obviously the strewn about crosses is odd, but he wants to see if there's maybe something else that's also out of direct view.
Yeah, the crosses kind of being like a little scattered, like on the couch, on the chair, the table, might have just been a precautionary thing that the wife had done because of all the creepy stuff that's been going on. But as far as everything else, the only thing you can really discern is that it looks like they left in a hurry. So as you move a little bit further into the room, it opens up into a dining room, and you can see that there were still place settings set, and at the end of the table you see scraps of rice soup rotten in a tureen.
Ugh.
Tureen is just like a little
Cauldron.
type thing. Yeah.
But it's been there for a long time. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's what we get. Yeah. They really left in a hurry. I mean, like,
Yeah, like dinner was sat and they
Okay.
boogied.
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna pull the ladle out of the tureen to see if there's anything besides rice soup inside.
No,
oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's-
Against your better judgment and your stomachs, like, what's wrong with you?
you pull the ladle out, and it's got clearly like oversaturated rice kernels that are kind of clumping together, and kind of smells as you lift the ladle out as some of the mold that's been growing in the bottom is now exposed to the open air. But from what you can tell, it just looks like old food.
Are those curtains on the eastern side of the room?
They are like sliding doors, kind of.
Okay.
Interesting. Why don't we check across the hall? Capini,
Yes.
let's go check this room. I've not found anything to sketch yet. Yeah, let's bust in this side over here.
Open the door to that room, and it's a storage room. It's filled with boxes and junk, and there's some rusted water tanks, an old bicycle, and at the
Bicycle.
right end of the room, up against the wall, you see there's a big cupboard, but it's boarded shut.
I inspect the bicycle to see if it's functioning.
It's missing the chain, and the tires are popped.
You best.
I mean, there's a cupboard that's like boarded over.
I was right, a bicycle.
It's in perfect working condition. It's got tassels and everything.
Does anyone have like
Oh.
a crowbar or anything like that? 'Cause I have like, I mean, so like, I will point out this cupboard and be like, Agent Drox, if you've just got a moment for your big shoulders to just go ahead and wrench this little bit of wood out of place. Does anybody have any like tool or anything that would be good for that? I don't.
No, but I have an 85 strength. I am built like, I believe the parlance is a brick shit house.
A brick shit house or a Buick.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 65 strength, so
Damn.
Wow, fuck. Well, you guys do it. Go. Let the nerds get out of the way.
Is there a way for like Hazel to assist me or for me to assist her? And then we could like maybe get a bonus dice on this check?
Yeah, if she wants to like kind of assist you. I mean, you can decide who.
You got the
but-
highest, so you should do it. And
Yeah,
right.
So Hazel, roll a strength check, and we'll say, okay, you succeed. So yeah, bonus die to Brandon.
Oh yeah, I get a 34, which is a hard
Hard.
success.
Okay. So maybe it's because like the nails weren't like fully sunk in to the boards and to the cupboard, but you're able to pretty easily kind of pry them all off. And as you open the cupboard, you find 3 books inside.
Fix if it Neds, and he leaves the room.
Give me that. Give me that lantern. Lights on
Good
fire.
stuff, you say. Then I lick my lips and go over there and check out this book
says, I can finally become a real magician.
with books. Reading Rainbow. Hey kids, read. If you want to stop the Eldritch Horrors, read.
or awaken them. It's actually a little bit of a
Catch-22. Yeah, it's a double. Reading is a double-edged sword. As Frederick Douglass said, reading will set you free, but it also might set free any number of Eldritch terrors. Read
Within you.
at your
Yeah, I remember.
own discretion.
the famous quote by Frederick Douglass.
By Frederick Douglass when he said, "Beware, beware, beware! Reading, it can unlock terrible evils."
What do these books say, Paul?
So does Dr. Ritter have them? Or were you joking about
Yeah,
I'm not joking at
for
all.
nerds.
So
books are for
I
nerds?
guess, yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm here, yeah.
So Dr. Ritter, you got all 3 of them kind of in your hand, and you're looking at the spines of them, and you see that they are 3 volumes of what look to be personal diaries of Walter Corbett. So you can thumb through them if you'd like.
So like, Nick hates this. Like, there's no way that Nick
Oh,
would ever do
loves
this. Like, if we had, like, Nick would have grabbed the books and see what they said, but like when you were like, diaries of this dude, like
Yeah.
Nick would have been like, nope, thanks, out. But Dr.
Now we can
Ritter,
bring it. Now we can bring it.
yeah, right, yeah. Just light it on fire. There's nothing better to do. But no, Dr. Ritter is like, he has to know. There are connections to be made. He's got to do it. Like there's not just a thumbing through. There is a like photographic memory style, like looking at each individual page as quickly as possible through each volume.
Okay, so you start thumbing through them, and you see that all 3 of them are written in English, though sometimes strangely phrased. They're like sometimes the grammar is like out of place, or they're referring to things with weird terminology.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to sit down and fully read them, it'll take you a total of 2 days to read them.
Sure. Well, everybody, get ready. Everybody, you got anything to do? Sorry, I'm just JK, yeah.
But as you thumb through them, you see that the diaries describe various occult experiments, including summoning of unearthly spirits and other magic. And at the top of one of the pages, you can clearly see the title of one of the pages called Call Forth, the Opener of Ways.
I got to read that more. I mean, I got to know what's up with that.
A little like behind the screen for that. That is actually a magical summoning spell in the
Is that
world
a
of Call of
spell?
Cthulhu,
Oh,
but
shit.
it takes 2d6 weeks to learn.
Okay,
So
sure. So that's there.
So Kabini can become a real magician.
exactly, he can summon
Oh, I'm keeping
interdimensional
this
beings.
So far away from Phoenix. You have no
Capini's
idea.
gonna fall to the dark side after opening portals to other
Yeah.
planes. And as you start doing this, you're kind of thumbing through the diaries, and you hear from the living room that you were just in, like a like clack clack clack.
I think because there's no like, I'm a little torn because I would be like, there's a part of me that wants to be engrossed in this shit, but I think seeing this and then also realizing that I've got to keep this stuff away from Capini as fast as possible, I quickly shut the stuff and be like, did you hear that? Quickly to the other room. I'll just like stuff these books in my satchel and run.
Brandon kind of nods at Hazel and pulls out his firearm, hoping that she'll do the same in kind.
She already has her firearm in hand.
Dope.
Just like, fuck this shit.
She's just been like, I've been ready to kill shit for a while now.
So you go into the living room, and nothing really looks out of place, but you look over to the bookshelf where there were family portraits of the Macarios, and the 3 clacks you heard Now all 3 of those portraits are face down on the shelves.
I shoot at them.
I immediately look at the windows to see if they're open, and maybe they caused it because I'm just hoping for some logical explanation.
Oh God.
No, all the windows are boarded up and nailed shut from the inside.
I look at the professor. What did you find in those books? Clearly there's a connection between the cracks on the books.
Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Mr. Capini, I recommend you back to your Latin. Just because one thing happens after the other doesn't mean that the thing caused it. And I'm gonna go put the pictures back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
You
touch them and put them back up to the way they were before.
yeah.
I hope you like rolling sanity. I feel like this is gonna be bad.
You
Sorry,
pull
did
the
you
picture.
remember the part where I was like, I'm trying to die?
you pull the pictures back up, and as you do, you see that on the faces on each of the family members on each of the portraits, they are not only vigorously scratched out, but almost like blood has been filling the pane between the glass and the picture.
That's so fucking creepy. That's so cool.
I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
Alex is like, I'm
I love
leaving.
that. I would lose it. Yeah, everybody
I'm
would
gonna
lose
shoot
it if
the
it was
rest of the
like,
bullets into
oh,
the
it turns
painting.
out this picture is a gusher. All of a sudden, oh man.
So roll me a sanity check at that, and if I'll let other people determine if they are close enough to see it too.
I would be the curious.
And so my sanity is still lower, right? I just want so I know that if I was in the hospital, that heals, but but this doesn't, right?
Yeah, so I think recovering sanity. So everyone should be at full health because of the hospital visit, and I will say that usually when you complete a scenario, you get some sanity back. So everybody can roll a d6 and add that to your sanity.
That should max me out because
Can it go above?
I rolled a
what you
2, which just actually gives me back to.
I actually don't know if it's a sliding scale like luck is, like if you can go above it.
I
I
think
think it's a
s-
cap.
Yeah, I think sanity's based off of.
Yeah, sanity's based off
yeah.
your intelligence
Yeah, it's
or your power or something.
Yeah, it's based off
which
of power.
still
Yeah.
yours should be very high, Nick.
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah.
So yeah, you can roll a
anyway,
d6.
I
to try to
failed.
reply
I
to
super
that.
failed. Anyway,
Re-rolling
check.
mine.
Mine's back to full.
Oh, did you roll 100 on a sanity check?
I did.
Oh shit, dude.
That's what I get for because I
Beautiful.
failed it the first time, and I was like, well, I rolled a 64, but maybe next time with the 65 I'll do better. Nope, the game punished me for cheating. So it's like Jumanji in this bitch. I'm gonna turn
Yeah.
into a fucking monkey.
I can't wait to see but this is what makes this game fun. Is failing is awesome. I don't know.
Okay, so
Capini passed.
Brandon, Hazel, and
I
Oh,
didn't
Dr. Ritter
technically
passed.
mean to roll.
oh,
I just accidentally rolled while trying to update it because
Okay.
I was looking away from the pictures as soon as I saw them turn upside down. I didn't look closer.
okay.
I'm definitely picking them up and looking at them and touching
Yeah.
them.
So Brandon, take 1d4 points of sanity damage, and Dr. Ritter, you passed, right?
No, I failed.
What did you? Oh, take 1d4 as well.
What happens when I critically fail a sanity roll, Paul?
Oh, I was just using your first one.
Okay, that's fair.
Because whether you got sanity back or not, you still would have failed the first one.
I
So,
would have.
Yeah.
For not punishing me.
I'm taking 3 more sanity
Yeah,
damage.
Generous GM. Generous keeper.
I'd like to think that Capini's falling to the dark side. Blood falling from the pictures. Interesting.
I wonder what it tastes like.
And he rolled a success on his sanity check, so it doesn't really affect him. Okay, so what would you like to do?
I think we'll go back out in the hallway. Just keep knocking out these doors. Maybe just the next one to the left, past the storage room.
Yep, sounds right.
I'm going to open this one normally instead of kicking it open after being a little shook by the blood-filled painting.
Okay. You open this room, and it's another kind of like storage room full of junk. It mostly contains old, broken furniture that looks like it's probably going to be used as kindling or firewood for what you can assume is a wood-burning stove.
I look through it to see if I can find a bike chain.
Roll me a luck roll then.
Yay!
Punishing me.
Is the hope that you're gonna be like Pee Wee Herman, like riding through the house?
Yeah,
guys.
Okay. You find a bike chain, but
No.
the link that
It's
connects
haunted.
one end to the other is missing.
Put it in my pocket. Gonna find this link if it's the last thing I do.
The missing link.
Call it Cthulhu.
But yeah, so there's just broken down furniture.
Next room.
Do it. This is the big one. Let's look at this one.
You open the door to this room,
Toilet.
and you see it's a pretty typical mudroom. You see overcoats hanging on the wall next to the exterior door, galoshes, hats, umbrellas. You see several bags of coal for the living room's freestanding stove, and you also notice that the exterior side door is secured with 3 bolts and 2 locks.
It's like locked up.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
bolted to all
That
out.
answers my next question then. Just because it's a part of my MO, I'm gonna grab a coat out of here.
And the galoshes.
Yeah, and the galoshes, my rubbers, and then that on.
Heading a little bit further down the hallway, you can see at the end of the hallway, there's a final door on the right side and the beginning of a staircase kind of going up and to the left.
But we gotta know the
I'll
door.
review
We gotta check
that
this
for you
door.
guys.
Yeah, we gotta check that door.
So you open the door to the south, and it opens up to a kitchen. It is a conventional kitchen with icebox, wood-fed stove, and oven, a small larder in the corner. Some of the food may be edible. There's some canned soup and some dry pastas, but most of the vegetables have either been kind of picked apart by rats or are really kind of deteriorated and molded. You also see that there are 2 bottles of wine, but they look like it might be homemade.
I'm not gonna drink it, but I do want to take one of those bottles of wine.
Okay.
Brandon takes the other one. He smashes it on the ground to see its contents.
Okay. Yeah, you smash it on the ground, and it looks like wine, smells like wine. It might be a little bit kind of thinner and watery looking than like typical wine, but that's probably just because of its homemade nature and quality. It was full of blood.
That's what I was thinking it was going to be full of.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
you
is
were
it
thinking.
full of blood? I was gonna use it as a bludgeoning
It's
weapon.
full of crappy homemade wine. Franzia.
Okay. I was just gonna use it as a bludgeoning weapon in case something jumped out.
Crack open the door on the south side of the hallway, and you see that it's a staircase leading into the basement. And you notice that stairs are in like pretty bad disrepair. Like a couple consecutive risers are missing. The whole thing looks pretty bad.
If I remember correctly from our research,
This
the
is it.
proprietor of the home may in fact be located down there.
Yeah, this is. We have to go down. That's where the spoop is. It's down there. We know it.
Hey, Capini, do you want to come check the strength of these stairs?
Hey, Mr. Capini, if you would be so kind as to take the first step.
Why? Undoubtedly.
There's a medal in it for you.
As you open the door and wait a few seconds, you kind of get a musty and dank like whiff as it like kind of rushes across you guys, and from
It's like the library.
up the stairs, you can hear the scratching, like almost as if furniture is being drug across the wood floor upstairs.
So then it's decided we're not going upstairs.
Yeah, I think that's the question. It's like, do we go where we think the mystery should lead us down there, or do like we go see what's making that noise?
What do y'all think?
Clearly, officer, you have something to take care of upstairs.
Gun man, go shoot your gun upstairs.
You're just goading each other into doing
I can't
shit that you
hear
don't want to do.
movement. I mean, I can't like Dr. Ritter can't hear a movement and then go, never mind, I'll go in the other direction. Like there's something up there. It's either a person or a thing that he gets to sketch and like publish about, and so like he's got to go up. We got to see what that is.
In the first time you
think
hear it,
that's
it's
my view.
a pretty consistent, like dragging sound, like a good 3 to 5 seconds of someone dragging, and then it stops for a short period, and then you hear like small scoots.
I pulled out my
Afterwards.
Derringer this time, and I said, I won't drop it this time.
Yeah. Let's just run. I think I want to make noise and run upstairs, like, because I want to hear how it reacts to that kind of stimulus. That's what I want to do.
Okay, so are you guys going upstairs?
I'll follow behind the good doctor.
Your face.
No,
Okay.
you live, sweet child. Let me go.
So we go to the upper floor. You head up the stairs and you see that it comes to a landing. There is another kind of long hallway. There's 3 windows that line the exterior of the house, but again, those are all boarded shut and nailed closed from the inside. And you see immediately to your left, kind of a smaller offset room with a door, and then 3 more doors further down the hallway.
Where do we hear the dragon coming from? Directly above us, or like farther down the hall and above us?
You kind of heard it like not directly above you, but kind of mid-house, not on the far side, but not directly above you.
Hurry to this door, right? The first door, then.
Brandon's trying to like check corners and stuff as the doctor runs ahead of him.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna bolt down there. Yeah.
Can you open the door?
Oh, for sure.
You open the door, and you see that it's kind of a really bare spare bedroom. It contains a bed frame, a bare bed spring, and a dresser on the far side of the wall. Yeah, that's what you see. And you can see that there are fresh scratches in the hardwood from where the bed frame was kind of on the south side of the wall, and it has been like seemingly drug back to the north side of the wall.
So this is where it's been drugged. I've got to go check out the bed. I've got to look under the bed and check that out. But I think especially I've got to go check out the cupboard.
Okay, the dresser.
Yeah.
Okay. Who all is upstairs and close by?
I'll be nearby with my gun out, ready to shoot anything that pops out at me. And I mean anything, including the people in my
pops out
party.
at me.
God damn.
Well, I don't know if I'll see them, but if I do, and they startle me, they're getting shot.
I'll get him.
I'm shooting someone. We'll find out who. That's
It might be a teammate. Don't pop out.
Trigger finger. So what are you checking first, Dr. Ritter?
Well, I guess I want to look under the bed and around the bed because it seems like I need to get over the bed to get to the dresser. So yeah.
Yeah, so you look under the bed and you don't see anything. It's a pretty bare bed frame and bed springs sitting on top of it, and you're standing next to a dresser as well.
I gotta open the dresser.
So you start opening the drawers to the dresser, and You start with the top and you're opening, moving through, and all of the drawers seem to be empty. And as you start opening the drawers and looking through it, you start hearing the pane on the window start to shake and vibrate.
I'm moving to the window. I'm not even saying anything. I'm just going to go over the window.
Okay. You... Alex is like rubbing his temples.
I love it. Murder me. Come on. That's what I'm here for.
You walk over to the window, and the vibrating is continuing. And you kind of look it over, and you're trying to figure out like where it's coming from, how, like, is this just like a consistent breeze or something that's causing it? And
Right.
roll me a spot hidden check.
Right.
Are the three of you guys still out in the hallway?
I'll probably move to this other door that's closest to the stairs, and I'll open that one.
Okay.
So I rolled a 14 V60, which is a hard success.
Okay.
I would have walked into the room at least, so I have a better eye at anything I can shoot.
Okay. So as Brandon opens the door to what looks just like a normal bathroom, there's sink, bathtub, water closet with an overhead tank, towels, other possessions are still here, typical to a family of 4. Inside the tub, there's a brackish pool of water that's been collecting, and you can see that the faucet is just very slowly kind of like dripping into it, and it's just been building over time.
Can I see the bottom of the tub?
As you open the door,
You asked that in such like a
And-
nice way. Like,
Hazel
Good to
walks
know.
into the bedroom. The bed swings around to 90 degrees, flips up on its side, and hurls itself at Dr. Ritter.
Even with my hard success. Okay.
Can I shoot the bed? No, I'm kidding.
Open fire in the bed.
Roll a dodge check.
Can I scream look out to give him advantage?
Ooh, please.
Oh, what a shitty failure at 28 versus.
We can spend luck to bring that into a
Yeah,
success
I
if
mean,
you want.
obviously I should. Yeah, so I will.
Yeah.
I will blow some luck. Yeah.
Yeah, so three luck to make
So
that
3
25.
Luck, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. So I'll go from 85 to 83 luck. Oh no.
So the bed spins around, flips up on end, and throws itself kind of flat against the wall with you at the window. You are just able to dive out of the way as the bed slams against the window and is pinned up against the wall.
Like the bed stays pinned there, like in a
Yeah,
natural
it's like
way.
stuck. Yeah, like
Yeah.
not
Oh wow.
not quite like levitating up on the wall, but like it
But,
should
like
have
not
like, kind
resting
of-
on its side. Like it's
Yeah,
like
it's
yeah.
like pinned against the wall.
Wow. Okay.
Dr. Ritter and
Fascinating.
Hazel, roll me a sanity check for seeing a piece of furniture move around, spin, and hurl itself across the room.
Oh.
That's a 95 out of 55.
So roll a d4 and take that much sanity damage. And Dr. Ritter,
Ooh, failure.
and d4 sanity damage as well.
You both are shook by that.
Who wouldn't
One
be?
sanity for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fucking shaking. I mean,
So that's what happens in the bedroom. And let's go back to the bathroom.
Can Capini be in there with me? I don't know if I can handle this.
Capini, I need you to take the shot for me, man.
I just want him to, like, he doesn't have to, like, maybe just in the doorway, like, cheering me on. He doesn't have to be in direct danger, but Alex is a bit of a scaredy cat. Brandon Drox probably isn't, but Alex is.
Oh, Brandon, I'll show you a good magic trick if you go find out what's in that tub. I'll be right here.
Oh, what a.
Well, when you put it that way.
I'll actually finally show you a good one.
So can I see the bottom of the tub?
You can't see it necessarily, but if you want to like run your hand through it or something through it.
I do. I reach in and try to find the plug to pull it out.
Okay. You put your hand into the brackish brown colored standing water, and you pull the plug out of the tub and it starts to slowly drain. You're welcome.
I shoot the tub.
It shatters because it's porcelain.
And he goes, all right. Hey, let's keep going down the hallway. And as he walks back down the hallway to check out the next door, he just sees a bed that's been slammed and is now holding against the wall, and just like, what the fuck? Beanie, let's go see what's over here.
Capini gets a little excited because there's possibility of real magic. He's like, I'll check the next door.
Oh, by all means, my good and magical friend.
So Capini is gonna.
So you open the second room down the hallway, and you see
Those children.
two small beds, toys, 2 dressers. There's pictures of aircraft and cowboys. Obviously, pretty safe to assume it's the two boys' rooms.
I take a look in.
You walk in the room.
As soon as Hazel looks inside and sees it's a kid's room, she's just gonna nope out of there and wait until a ghost kid comes out so she can shoot it.
You're acting like Hazel has seen The Shining.
You know what's worse than ghost, Paul?
Dead children.
Child ghosts.
You go
I don't
into
play
the
with
children's
ghost
bedroom.
kids.
And
Don't fuck with ghost kids, y'all.
Okay, the left repeat.
the beds are made as any good child would do, but the toys that are strewn across the floor look the same way kind of the rest of the house was, that they kind of left in a hurry. Didn't take any of their favorite toys or even many of their clothes. They just wanted to get the hell out of the house as fast as possible. You don't see anything danger or any signs that the children are there in any capacity.
That's good, because I don't want to shoot a ghost kid, but I will.
That should be on a t-shirt.
I don't shoot ghost kids.
I don't want to shoot a ghost kid.
I don't want to shoot,
but I will.
Let's check the last room.
So you open the door to the bedroom at the end of the hallway, and you can see that it's the master bedroom, ordinary bedroom, double bed, bookshelf, window view. It looks like the room of the husband and wife, the Macarios. And inside this room still, you see more crosses. You see a lot of candles that have been completely burnt through, and puddles of wax beneath them, and they're the candle holders that held them. You see next to the bed on a nightstand, there's a rosary and a breviary.
Brandon will go in and he'll go through the side-by tables to see if there's anything in them.
There's really kind of nothing of use in them. There's maybe some sleeping pills, a casual reading book.
A Sears catalog.
Yeah, Sky Mall.
No Sky Mall. Sears catalog was around. Now, no Sky Mall though. Just to be
I'm
clear,
all with
Delta
an I,
was,
obviously, which was very popular in the 1920s.
A
Of
Wish.com.
course.
Yeah, so there's kind of just typical stuff that you would keep in a bedside table. There's nothing out of the ordinary there.
Brandon steps out of the room and he puts his gun up in the air and pulls back the hammer on it. It goes, so about that basement.
Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta find out what's down there.
Okay, so you guys make your way.
It's probably more ghost kids.
Well, good. Then you and I can shoot them.
I'm sorry, more ghost kids, so maybe just the same ghost kids in a different place. You think there's a lot of ghost kids here?
You know what? Did you see the bed move?
Yeah, no, it hit me. The bed
And
flew
very
across
close.
back in the face. I did not miss that.
I feel
There's
like
a lot of ghost kids to lift damn bed, okay?
I missed a great opportunity to walk into the children's room.
That's why ghost kids congregate, because a single ghost child not very strong.
Exactly.
It's
The
exponential.
ectoplasm is not yet matured.
It's logarithmic. It's like from 1 to 10 to 100. The more ghost kids you have.
It's basic ghost science.
I'm glad you understand.
I understand on such a level that I'm pretty sure we're gonna co-author a paper on densities of ghost children.
I'm literally crying right now. About ghost fucking kids. Jesus Christ.
They are the one thing you could say about ghost kids, they are small.
Makes them harder to shoot, but you can still shoot them. Trust me.
Don't worry about their incorporealness. That's
I
Don't
have-
worry
my-
about
My gun is a +1 ghost
You
pain.
sound like a ghost
There
child
you go.
yourself. Don't worry about their incorporeal nature.
So you guys head back down to the main floor, and you see the crumbled state that the stairs are in. And
Looking at everybody, I would assume Hazel's the smallest. Is that fair? Or maybe Capini's like very small, like he's like 5'2", but he has this big aura of a person.
Oh, I
that he is.
totally imagine Gapini is 6'1" and a top hat, like on top of that, but still probably skinny and like rail-like that he could still do what you're talking about. But
Yeah,
just like in my head, Gapini has always been over 6 feet tall.
Hazel's short but wears heels.
damn it.
But like only an inch tall because that's what's appropriate. No, you know what? 2
Hidden
inches.
heels.
Dr. Ritter at 30 still has his metabolism.
Wow.
And that's why
Blasphemy.
he's so
That's
charming.
the most fictionist thing of the night.
Yeah, right?
How dare you?
How dare you?
If you've got a better way to explain my like 80 charm, I'm all ears. But
Maybe he's super health conscious and like runs like 8 miles a day, which
Yeah.
none of us will do to stay in optimal.
yeah, I was gonna say you guys have been with me for the past week, been in the hospital, so I don't think that's what I do.
He's probably. I can watch me make this donut disappear. Stuffs it in face.
So yeah, I think that's exactly how I think of Ritter. It's like as someone who flaunts his metabolism and gorgeousness, like just like Anna Kendrick style. Like all they do is eat cupcakes and shit, but still stay like 85
thin.
pounds.
Yeah.
Remembering
right.
back to Dr. Ritter flaunting this, Brandon's going to push him down the stairs.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Here we go.
Get this ball
It's all
rolling.
muffin anyway.
Okay, this
And-
Professor Roller.
So there's maybe 1 or 2 treads of stair before it like kind of breaks apart, and there's a big gap. Probably 4 or 5 more treads are missing. So in order to get down into the basement, you
Please tell me
need
to
a
jump.
dexterity check or a climb check.
Dexterity it is, because my climb is garbage. I have a great dexterity. Here we go. Boop, boop.
Oh yeah.
I fucking backflip over those steps.
So Brandon goes down first, and he's able to navigate the broken treads and maybe balancing himself between the outer wall and the wood on the opposite side. And he's able to get down there with no issue. Dr. Ritter
Yep.
does the same. Hazel
Is gonna spend some luck.
That's a lot of luck. I mean, you're just gonna blow.
15.
She has more luck than I do.
Yeah, I got 65. I'm down to 50
No,
now.
use it. I mean, we got loads. Like, yeah, blow 15 and just take it.
Nothing bad can possibly be in this basement. Let's use all of the luck.
Nothing. And then Lorenzo.
I don't want to die falling downstairs. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like,
my. I want to die some way cool.
this
That is
isn't how
enough.
we go.
I will
Yeah.
say, yeah.
Okay. So, with a little bit of
Roll
luck,
these
for some of
stairs.
you're able to make it down into the basement. So,
I have to know. Let's go. Yeah.
Doctor, what was that scaling for ghost children again? I just need to know whether or not I need to run away. Is it like past 3 that I should really leave, or like what I need to keep my head on a swivel?
3.14.
Okay. Repeating.
Yes.
Approximately, if you get within
Pie.
Eye of a ghost child? Well, you're fucked, friend.
If you see a
It's
ghost child
over.
holding
Just
a
go
pie,
ahead and give up. If you can
Ghost
keep
child
out
holding
of pie range. That's what we call it in the profession, pie range. If you can keep out of pie range of a ghost child, well, you're A-okay.
So you make it down into the basement, and it's a fairly small room. It doesn't seem to match up in size to the main floor or the upstairs. You see that all walls of the basement are kind of covered with tight-fitting wood planks, seemingly to hold the earth back, creating the basement.
Sure. Like most normal basements, holding the earth back. Good.
It's a very dramatic way to describe a basement. Spitting in the eye of
Well,
Gaia herself.
We have concrete basements now, so that's fine.
I see a wrench.
Holding back the very earth basement.
So kind of scattered around and also in a big pile in the corner, you see there are kind of rusted tools. You see a lead pipe, a trash can lid, a big pile of lumber with nails and screws kind of strewn about it. Kind of possibly some kind of like workbench type thing with just a really kind of poorly kept workbench area and a big pile of lumber.
Brendan's gonna grab one of those pipes. He's gonna kind of weigh it in his hand. He's gonna start baseball batting the far wall on the west to see if he can hear a sound, break through, just like really take it to this basement to see if there's anything hidden behind these wooden planks.
Okay. As you pick up the lead pipe and you start swinging at the wood planks on the west wall, you hear the pile of lumber start to kind of rattle a little bit. And roll me a spot hidden check.
Everybody?
People that are close by or kind of inspecting it.
Booyah.
We all went downstairs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So as Brandon is swinging for the fences on this wood, you see the pile of lumber start to shift and move a little bit, and a knife floats up out of the lumber and hurls itself at Brandon.
A beta.
Shit, man. So we're dealing with like a poltergeist kind of thing here.
No, it's clearly haunted knives. The most deadly of ghosts. Ghost knives.
So with
Ghost
that,
knives.
The ghost children are holding the ghost knives.
yeah. And with that, let's go into initiative.
And
Shoot at the ghost knife.
How do I do that again?
I think it's just a straight dexterity, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just your dexterity.
We all blew it.
So you don't have to roll it, right? It's just your flat number.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, we've
So I
got
think-
it all up on there so we can see
Yeah.
it.
I think Hazel and I both have 75, and then Kabini and Ritter are both 45. Nope. Kabini is... Oh, yeah, 45.
I think Kabini's higher than me, right? Am I wrong?
I thought it was let me check.
I think we've been through this before. I just think I think I remember.
Yeah, it's just your dexterity main stat, whatever that is.
It's 45.
So go ahead and pop that into... Okay, so
we are
40
the same. Yeah.
45 for Capini. What was yours, Brandon?
75 as well.
Okay. And then Dr. Ritter. What is your dexterity?
45. Yeah, also 45.
Because I didn't make a token for the knife.
Is there a token for a ghost child that you can put in there that you have ready?
Where's that ghost child?
Theater
Show them.
of the mind for the knife. So the knife rises out of the pile of lumber and hurls itself at Brandon. But because you succeeded on the spot hidden check, it does not get a free attack on you. So the knife is right next to Brandon, floating in the air, and it is Hazel or Brandon's turn.
The knife, it's a ghost knife and there's no physical body.
It's a real knife, but there's nothing holding it. It's kind of floating in the air and kind of just being controlled somehow.
I don't like it. I'm going to... Where is the knife approximately?
right next to Brandon on the west side of the basement.
I'm going to go and pick up this metal trash can lid as protection
Ooh.
Smart,
and
smart, smart.
shield myself from the knife and not shoot at it because it's a small target and I don't want to risk shooting somebody else. But
Okay.
can I like roll a cult or something to see what, even though I suck at it, to see if I know what the hell's happening?
Go for it.
Hey, I'm gonna. Do I want to spend 12 points to succeed?
Do it. Spend everything.
Sure, why
You
not?
say that, and then when we do
Yeah,
a third
episode
one
3,
shot,
and
and you
then,
have no luck, that'll be
I'll
your fault.
spend 12
Use up
points.
all of the keeper's goodwill in the interim.
I
I
succeed.
was being generous the first time. Okay. Yeah, so you know that something is controlling this knife through like levitation magic.
Okay, can I look for the thing that's controlling the knife, baby?
You can't see it. It's not in this room.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll just say something's controlling it. I heard about this levitation thing. Maybe it's that?
Capini's interested.
Capini says,
And
Brandon-
hardly. I've seen this trick before.
it's just a
Stabbing
water spot.
people normally.
All right, that's my turn.
Brandon steps up with the lead pipe. With the brawl check, hopefully, he can try and just smash it out of the air.
Okay. Roll a brawl check, and the knife will roll to dodge. The knife got a 16 dodge, so you're trying to hit a floating knife, and you swing, and it just moves deftly to the side, and you whiff from hitting it.
Shit.
Capini and Ritter, it is now your guys' turn.
I'm going to make this simple. Capini goes, the great Capini knows how this works, and I am going to try to just grab the knife. I've seen this trick before. It's just a figment of your imagination.
That's so funny that we were gonna both do the same. That's awesome.
Okay. Use your brawl skill to grab the knife out of the air.
Is that a skill?
Yep.
Yeah, fighting brawl.
Oof, this looks bad. Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Oh, so you rolled a 74 over
74.
25.
Yeah.
So you reach out to grab the dagger, and it quickly moves away from your hand, and you cannot grab it. Ritter, your turn.
I do the same thing.
Okay.
That,
Roll a fighting
yeah.
brawl check.
Yeah, that I sort of scramble over Capini and try to grab this. Oh, extreme success.
There you go. So
Look at
you-
325, yeah.
You reach out and you grab the handle of this dagger with both hands, and you can feel it like kind of tugging and ripping away from you, trying to get out of your grasp. But you have a good hand on it, and it's not going anywhere.
Like, I think I just, like, know how to hold a knife. Like, I know how to hold these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
And it is now the dagger's turn,
Uh-oh.
and it's going to roll to break away from your grasp. So roll me another fighting brawl check.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you failed.
That's good. Yep, failed.
It got a normal success. So on its turn, it is just able to pop out of your hands, but it can't do anything else. So it pulled out of your hands and is now floating on its own again, a couple feet from you guys. And
What a naughty knife.
as this happens, the wall that Brandon has been hacking at with the lead pipe, you start to hear some shuffling within it. A bunch of rats start pouring out from behind the wall.
What?
Roll me a dexterity check.
Brandon?
Brandon, yeah, because you're up against the wall or
Oh,
next to
just
it.
Brandon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just Brandon. There you go. Extreme success on
I
the
backled over those
dexterity.
rats like I
Many
backled over that
rats.
stupid staircase.
So the rats start pouring out of the wall, and you think that they might start like overwhelming you and crawling over you to get out, and you are able to back away just enough so that they all run away, and they run into the northeast corner underneath the door. They're just trying to hide, get away.
Brandon takes the lead pipe in his hand and swings one more time at the knife.
At the knife? Okay.
And he goes, "Fuck you, knife!" Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh no!
Have we had a critical failure?
Wow,
No.
two in a night? Whoa, dude.
Well, technically, the first one didn't count because it
Yeah.
was a second roll.
It's
Yeah.
just that they've
You rolled-
been rolled.
Wait,
A
like-
natural one.
Why is my brawl 25? My brawl should be 55. Weird.
Well,
Yeah,
either way, you
regardless.
still rolled
No,
100.
I'm still bad.
Well, the knife also failed, but because of your critical fail, you don't smack it.
Well,
So that's your turn.
at least I didn't die.
Hazel.
I'm going to. Okay, so where's the knife approximately? Still over here in the west?
Yeah, it's still kind of like floating in the middle of the room.
All right, I'm going to try to use the lid that I took as a shield to slam this down onto the floor.
Okay. I think that would be a fighting brawl check as well.
Not a strength check? God damn. It's supposed to be out of a 45, but it's still a fail.
Okay. Let me roll for the knife. Okay.
That would be a success if it was a strength check, I'm just saying.
Because you have ungodly strength for Hazel.
Yes. Antiques are heavy, okay?
Yeah, so you try to kind of come over the top of the knife and pin it to the ground, but it slides off to the side and is just able to get out from underneath the trash can lid. And it is now Capini and Ritter's turn.
Kabini, do you have an idea? Okay, so like what I have in mind is stupid, and so you should just like totally feel free to be like, stop, don't, just try to grab a knife. But I want to like use my education or intelligence, and I probably need to draw on some luck. I think I want to have a magnet. Like, I think I want to have like some kind of thing that I can do that will make this knife like be forced, like out of the air and subjugated to some kind of area. Is that
Okay.
crazy? Am I out of control? Should I just try to grab it again?
I mean, that is definitely something that's within the purview of like the rules. That's definitely going to be a luck roll.
That's
But when
what I
it
was
comes
thinking.
to something that is that kind of unique, I would say that it would have to be like at a bare minimum, like a hard success on a luck roll, if not
Okay, so
even maybe.
I should put it like on the hard roll thing and roll luck.
Yeah.
Like,
So
all right. I'm just kind of going for broke at this point. Like I think we've tried our best stuff. And so
Hey, maybe-
now I'm just being like, well, what can we do?
I think
Yeah.
maybe next we check out those rats.
Well, it was
Okay.
a mega failure, so doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
79 over 41. Yeah. So you don't have a magnet on you. So you
Shit,
you pat-
I
you
left
pat your
my
pockets,
special magnet
you
at
go-
home.
your high strength electromagnet that you
Yeah.
normally keep with you, but today you happen to forget it at the office.
Right. Okay. Bummer.
Dr. Ritter, it is your turn.
That was me. So it
Oh,
must be
sorry, Capini.
Capini.
Well, Capini is like, there must be something else going on here. Keep on hitting the walls. So I'm gonna try to see if I spot anything that's just seems totally off, because there's a flying knife here and I've seen this trick before.
You've seen this before.
Yeah, roll
This
me
trick.
a listen check.
Oh, listen, I don't listen very well.
No one does. I think we all have shit listens.
I have to go find that one. Where is it?
Oh, there you go. Hard success. So through
I'll do it.
all of this commotion of the knife kind of flying around, evading attacks, trying to be captured, grabbed, you hear coming from the west side of the basement beyond the wall the almost like cracking and popping of bones. And you hear shuffling, like something's moving.
There's something on the other side of that wall. Brandon, quick. The great committee commands you to tear down that wall.
Big boy. Big
he's
boy.
just-
Tear down the wall.
And he's staring at this floating knife trying to stab him, and he's like, yeah, all right, I'll get right on that.
So you still have the action on your turn if you would like to try to do something.
The knife doesn't have an intelligence. I can't distract it with a sleight of hand, can I?
No, you can't.
Hey, knife, what's this behind your handle?
Look at
It's
my
a
trick
coin.
knife.
Well, I'll try grabbing the knife again. It can't go that wrong, can it?
No, go for it. This is the right
Roll check.
especially to let Brandon go fuck shit up. Yeah.
Who invented this thing? This is terrible. Come on, Capini. Nope.
Yeah, so you reach out to try to grab the knife out of the air, and you cannot seem to put a hand on its handle, and it slips away. It is now the knife's turn. It is going to turn and try to attack Brandon,
I dodge.
who was swinging at the wood paneling.
I dodged.
Oh yeah, you did. Nice.
Whoop.
29s.
Okay. So the dagger got a hard success.
Which is enormous. Stupid.
Yeah. So the dagger is able to slightly plunge itself into you as you try to pull away.
Just an itty bitty
Just
stab.
a little knife plunge.
a titch of a stab. Really, not a big trifle.
And okay. And you take 3 points of damage.
Yoicks. All right. Brandon's going to try to bypass the knife and head over to the part of the wall. And he just goes, as the great Kabini demands, and smash into that part of the wall where the coming from.
Are
Okay.
you his golem now? It's just like
You put a scroll in my mouth. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
So you smash and start knocking more boards out of this wall. And you start to see that it is kind of a false wall that's been built into the basement. And you knock the planks off. You can see kind of the wood studs. And as you look into this area, you see a large pallet that's just sitting in the middle. And just beyond that pallet is a shambling corpse that is walking towards you.
I just go, shoot it,
What?
fucking shoot it.
And
Wait, is it of a child?
No.
Oh.
is this a baby child
Roll-
corpse?
False
roll me
advertisement.
a sanity check.
Well, if anything, it means it's less powerful. That's all that matters.
Are you sure?
Fuck.
So take D4 points of sanity damage.
Brandon is rolling garbo right now.
We all have been for like an hour.
Yeah.
We're all just gonna die in this battle of sedition with this shambling corpse.
Let's do it. This is how I want to go.
Okay. And now it is Hazel's turn.
Do I see the thing?
Yeah, if you, as part of your kind of action, like kind of head to the center of the room, yeah, you can see just beyond Brandon through the broken boards and the studs in the wall.
Point of order, I did scream about it.
I would scream duck and shoot at it.
I duck.
So roll me a sanity check
It's
for
not your
seeing
turn.
this shambling horror move towards you.
Extreme
Okay.
success.
So you are
So
able to compose yourself.
Oh wow.
I'm so sane. I grab a gain sanity. That's what I'm doing.
really resolute now.
So sane. And then roll a firearms handgun check to shoot at it.
God dang it.
And maybe it doesn't damage your brain, but something is off and you miss your shot. Maybe Brandon didn't quite duck all the way and you overcorrected.
Sorry,
but-
I was pretty fucked up by that shambling corpse.
It's clearly Brandon's fault.
Clearly.
I take full responsibility.
Capini and Ritter, it is now your guys' turn.
I'm gonna shoot.
Go for it. You got it.
I got one bullet.
Shoot him.
Done.
Go. Because like
Check
all
out
I
this
can do is
magic
tackle
bullet trick.
people.
His firearm skill. These things are all over the place.
Yeah, hard
There you go.
success.
Ooh, I hit the damn thing. I have to take a sanity check now,
Yeah, roll a sanity check as well.
too. Ooh, so now I get to go with my Darren. It's 1d4.
Okay. So you pass your sanity check, and you are able to shoot.
Hard success.
I think the only time you do bonus damage is if you get an extreme or critical. Yeah.
Right. Then you do immediately full damage and then another hit dice worth of damage, I think, for firearms.
Yeah, something like that. And then knives have like impale damage and
I keep track of all this. So it's 1d4 damage plus, like, that's what I don't understand. Damage just doesn't make sense.
A Derringer is 1d6 damage, so just roll a normal d6.
Alrighty. Hey, at least something's going right for us, right?
Yo, we did it.
Absolutely.
Hey, I did 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. Yeah. So you are able to clip this shambling corpse as it almost seems unfazed as it is walking toward you, as if it doesn't feel pain. Dr. Ritter's turn.
Sketch it.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of where I'm at.
Sketch it like one of your French girls.
I'm very afraid of this corpse. Can I throw my scalpel at it? Could I, like, brawl it that way? Or should I just, like, stab it with the scalpel?
If you were to throw it, I would probably say that's more of like a dexterity based thing than a strength based.
Sure.
And so if you want to do that, you can. If you hit him, it'll be stuck in him. If you miss, it'll be further in the room. So if that's the route you would like to take.
We're in a situation that Dr. Ritter really cannot do a lot in, so I'm going to throw the scalpel. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a straight dexterity check. Extreme success.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh my god.
You throw your scalpel and it kind of lodges like right into its eye socket, like deep into its eye socket. And it doesn't necessarily like reel out in pain, but from the sheer force that you threw it, you can like see its head kind of snap back a little bit and hear the sound of like popping bones as they haven't been moved in a while.
All knives are 1d4.
So roll, 1d4
plus damage bonus.
Yeah. I think with the extreme success, you get impale damage, which gives you.
I rolled a 3 on the d4. Is there another thing I should roll?
Roll damage twice on an impale. So
Oh.
roll another d4.
And that's another 3.
Okay.
So 6.
So you do.
I love the fact that this scalpel has done more damage than a bullet.
Got him in his eye.
I'm
Crits.
accurate. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. So you throw your scalpel, it lands deep in his eye socket. His head kind of clicks back with the sound of bones popping. And it is now its turn and the knife's turn. The knife is going to turn and try to attack the great Capini.
Why?
So you can either fight back or dodge.
Well,
Fighting back probably is not a good
I'm
idea.
going to dodge. I
Yeah.
improved that skill.
Yeah. So fight back. In order to actually fight back and succeed at it, you have to get a level of success higher than its success. Dodge, you just have to at least match it, and then you avoid damage at.
We'll see if I dodge.
There you go, extreme success. So I think the only way I can hit you
Nice.
is if I get a critical. I did not get a critical,
Capini's just like, I've done this trick before,
but
bitch.
I did get an extreme success, so he got lucky.
Ooh.
So the knife lunges at you, and with a flourish of your cape, you are able to dodge it. The shambling corpse makes its way into the main part of the basement where you guys are all standing, and he turns to Brandon and points a disfigured finger at you, and he's like, "You roll me a willpower check."
Oh no, Brandon. What did you do to this corpse, by the way?
So that's a primary stat. The pow.
Power of the voodoo. Hoodoo, you do. Pass.
I rolled a 2,
So it's an extreme success.
so it's an extreme success.
Yeah.
So it's just a hard success then.
As he points at you and calls out, he'll call out your name. He's tapping into your mind.
It's probably
And
fine.
He says, "Brandon Drox, You are mine now. And he casts the spell Dominate on you.
No.
You are dazed for 1d6 plus 1 rounds. Ooh, okay. I rolled minimum, so 2 rounds. But you cannot act unless I command you to. And you have to abide what I tell you to do.
Uh-oh. Well, it's been fun, everybody. I'm sorry I killed you all. And
It's only 2 rounds. You never know.
that's fair.
Yeah,
You
our
never know.
muscle ox is gonna murder us all in the next round.
I still have my gun out. Maybe he won't make me use the gun.
And it just happens to be the top of the round. So Hazel and Brandon's turn. So on Brandon's turn, he will command you to do something.
Hazel, save him.
So, yeah, Hazel, go first.
I shoot the zombie.
Okay.
Ah, no.
I don't know he's taken over.
Oh, no, the zombo that is here. I thought you were gonna. I thought you were shooting our comrade. Just like, no,
No.
he's turned to murder him. It's over.
I'm sorry, it was worth it, but bye. Shoot, no. I'm shooting the zombie.
Yes, very
Okay.
good.
Roll a firearm handgun
Hard
check.
success.
Hard success.
Shit.
Okay.
Nice.
You hit him, so roll damage. D6,
I
right?
don't know what to do.
Yeah,
This wasn't my gun.
We don't always remember like what it's like to succeed in this game. Like that's also.
It was like a generic pistol of some kind. I think most of them are D6. Actually, some of them were like D10.
D10s, D8s, yeah.
Well, it wasn't my gun, so whoever's gun it was the FBI guy's gun,
Yeah, what?
the dead
Yeah.
one.
It was your former partners that I gave.
Yeah, it was your
her.
former partner.
So he'd have a 38 revolver because that's what I have.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna
it's
say I think it's the
D10.
same thing.
Oh,
There you go. So roll a D10.
8.
Ooh. So you fire your gun at this kind of shambling corpse, and you put quite a bit of damage onto him, but he is still standing.
Good God.
Oh,
All right, it is now
no.
Brandon's turn. Oh, no.
And after Hazel puts a big hole in his chest, he kind of clicks his head over and looks at Brandon and says, "Get her."
No.
And Brandon, for his turn, will move over to Hazel and swing the lead pipe at her.
Rude.
Like, and my body's doing it, and you just hear Brandon kind of call out, like, "Dodge me!" And I just take a full-on swing, and I'm probably going to roll really well for once.
Critter.
Yay.
Critter.
I failed! Yeah!
Failed. Yeah,
I failed.
hard fail.
Classic Brandon! Woo!
So, yeah, maybe there's a little bit of resistance being put up by you, but yeah, you swing and you miss. So that is Brandon's turn. Capini and Dr. Ritter, it is your turn.
I don't know if this can work, but I would like to try to use my charm to bring Brandon back to the fold. I'd like to try to talk to him and talk him out of it, if that's like.
You can try. I will say it'll be a willpower or power check, but I will say that it'll probably have to be an opposed hard success in order for you to get it. Because this is like a spell that takes like deep root. So talking to Brandon is probably not going to pull him out of it.
I see. Should I just tackle the other guy? No, it's okay. Sorry, what did you want the roll to be? Because I can't find the sheet. That's why I'm just taking it.
For the willpower, is that what you're talking about? To
Willpower.
try to snap him out of it?
Yeah, it's called power. It's a main
Yeah,
stat.
it's a main stat. It's the POW POW
Oh,
stat.
got it. Oh no. Can I luck that? I'm 62 to V60. Can I luck to
So
succeed?
the opposed check, he got an extreme success
Oh,
on his
never
power
mind.
check.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just
rolled
tried
low.
to
Yeah,
Dude, damn.
I'm rolling
Yeah.
rocks on those power checks. Well, I will tell you, he also has some pretty crazy stats. So
Cool. Great game.
all right. So you try to reason with Brandon.
Yeah, I tried to shake him out of this. It does not work.
and try to snap him out of it, and he's just
I turn my head and I go, it's like ungodly sound
like
comes forth.
screech comes out of your mouth. Okay,
I'm gonna try to kick it. Kick the dead thing.
kick it. Okay, so brawl check, or is that like an unarmed strike? Is there an unarmed?
I think it's just brawl.
I think it's just a brawl. Like if you go to like punch, kick, anything like that.
I missed.
And you failed. So you run up and take a swing at him, and you just like wildly miss. It is now the dagger's turn. The dagger is going to take another stab at Capini. And I'm assuming you'd like to dodge, Mr. Capini?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, it's stabbing you.
I stab at thee.
So yeah, roll dodge.
Already.
And it got a regular success. And it does 2 points of damage to you.
I am bleeding.
Again.
Shambling corpse walks up to Hazel as he stands side by side with Brandon, his temporary minion. And he reaches out a disgusting claw and takes a swipe at you. So you can roll to dodge or fight back.
Fight that old bastard.
Fighting back would be brawl.
Yes. So if you dodge, you just need to get the same level of success as him in order to not get hit. If you fight back, you need to get one level higher.
I succeed. I don't know why it keeps rolling out of 25, but my brawl is 45.
Okay. So you got a regular success, and he actually failed. So you are able to hit him back.
Haha.
I will say, because you just have a gun, it would be kind of like
Unarmed.
like an unarmed, like a pistol whip type thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
D3.
1d3
Plus damage bonus. I don't know.
I don't know. How would I know what my damage bonus?
I don't know. I just hit him.
That's to do with your like silhouette as your body.
Yeah, like it's your build, whatever your build size is. Damage bonus is 0, so you don't have a damage bonus. Unarmed is 1d3 points of damage. So roll a d6 and then divide it by 2.
Or I roll a d3 and I got a 1.
Oh, I guess you can D3 and in roll 20. So yeah, he goes to take a swipe at you, and you dodge out of the way and pistol whip him right in the face. It is now the top of the order. Hazel and Brandon Drox's turn.
Gonna hold off, hoping that Hazel.
Yeah. So Hazel can take her
I
turn.
will shoot him again.
Okay.
Nice.
Yay, success.
And he failed his dodge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So roll 1d10, right?
10
10
damage.
damage.
Point blank range in his face.
Yep. So as he takes a swipe at you, you pistol whip him in the side of the face, and then have the presence of mind to spin the gun back around in your hand as you pull the trigger through his head and blow the side of his head out, and he falls to the ground, and the dagger falls to the ground. As that happens, you see Brandon kind of like blink fast a couple times and shake his head a little bit and says, you know, how did I get over here? I was standing over there. Like, he has no recollection of what happened since he was mind dominated. He has zero recollection of what happened during that time frame.
What happened? What happened?
I don't think you were thinking for yourself, but I successfully killed the whatever the fuck that is. You're welcome.
Brandon looks at the corpse. And he kind of like shakes his head a little. Then he unholsters his pistol and he unloads all 6 rounds into his body. Takes time, reloads it, and unloads 3 more.
Okay. Yeah, and you just see this deteriorated figure of what you can assume was Walter Corbett. You see very tight skin on his bones. The bullets rip through this kind of like paper thin, brittle skin through the brittle bones, as you see just like pieces of him start to kind of like fall away as you unload your clip into him.
Brandon kind of composes himself. He looks at Hazel. Thank you. I feel I owe you a debt I may never be able to repay, but I will try.
I might ask you to repay that in the future.
Whatever it is you need.
The great Capini says, this is great. Well, let's get out of here.
I mean, you guys are done.
We win!
This was it. So
We did it again.
If you-
I survived another.
if you guys would like to check out the room that he was in, you see a large wooden pallet that's just in the middle of the room. He was resting on it, laying on it. And in the bottom left corner, there is a small table with a couple really old pieces of paper on top of it.
Well, I gotta read them. I mean, I got a shtick to keep with.
I think we grab the papers and we get the fuck out of there.
Okay. You successfully survived the Corbett house.
Woo!
You head back to the brownstone where William Barnes resides, and you knock on the door. He welcomes you inside. Oh, hey, you finished this in one day. Wow, that is quite impressive. What have you found out?
There was a dead guy. He was haunting it. He tried to kill all of us. Hazel killed him. Pretty good stuff. We also have all these things. I'm pretty sure there's real magic.
I think we're also quite sure that there is an inside this church. It might have been the cause of much of this. Also, yeah, scary corpse, man. The agent got a lot of it right.
Well, you were quite succinct in your report, but that is very, very good work. Thank you very much. Let me go grab your compensation, and please, if you need a place to stay, you're more than welcome to stay here for the night.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary since I'll be on the Harvard Green in my own personal rooms after this mission. Oh boy.
So, yeah, William Barnes leaves the room, comes back with 4 small envelopes, one for each of you, and hands them to you and tells you, I will be in contact. I believe this may be the beginning of a very, very lucrative partnership.
Woo!
I check how much money is in there before I say anything.
I rub my grubby hands like a sad fly.
There's at least 2 20s.
That's $500.
Oh my god, that's a PlayStation 5.
or the digital version and $100.
Oh my god.
It just says offer monetary compensation. It doesn't say anywhere near what it should be.
$40
We'll figure that out. Be honest.
Can be exchanged
Behind
for a
the-
PlayStation 5. That's not on there. That's not.
Well, thanks, Paul. This was terrifying, and I
very fun.
hated every minute of it.
Yeah,
But for
holy
good
fuck,
reason.
man.
Yeah, the whole house is just supposed to be like kind of like behind the screen. Walter Corbett has been spending his time like studying magic and trying to convert himself into an immortal sorcerer.
Oh,
And so
Okay,
that's
I
why
wondered.
he's been laying on the pallet, is because he's been going through the process of just like pretty much removing, like he doesn't breathe, he doesn't necessarily like sleep or anything, he just stays there until he's threatened.
oh, terrifying.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
And he does all kinds of shit throughout the house to fuck with people. So like making scratching sounds, filling stuff with blood,
Throwing beds.
throwing beds at
at
people. Yeah.
Okay. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool little.
So where can we find Four Corner Games?
We're all over the place. We have our own podcast, which is the Four Corners Games podcast, which is where episode 1 can be found if you are so interested. In addition to our podcast, we also have...
Yeah, we have our exotic wood dice trays. So if you go to fourcornersgames.com with the number 4, we make and sell our own line of exotic hardwood dice trays with premium leather rolling surface. They are very nice. We all use them here at the podcast. We got one in the hands of Nikki for the
Oh, so
giveaway
nice.
for the New Year's giveaway. So that's floating out there too. So yeah, hit us up on our website and our social media too. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Four Corners Games
with the number 4.
with the number 4. And yeah, that's where we're at.
It was so nice, and the person who won it was super, super happy.
Yeah, they
Good.
tagged us in it and they were stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem like great people. I'm glad it went to awesome people.
And what about Play Quest Pod?
Yeah, and so I'm Nick, and I'll also sign off. You guys can check us out at PlayQuest on any of the kind of places that you get your podcasts. And we're currently doing a play test of Tenor Bond Show with a bunch of like crazy anime action.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining and letting me do a second game, because the first game was a lot of fun, so I was very excited to try again.
Yeah, hope you guys had fun on
The
this
fact
second
that we're
one.
all still alive after,
Yeah.
I mean,
like
when
2
it-
games.
If and
of-
when he
yeah.
like dominates someone, then the tables can turn very
fast,
quickly. But the fact that like you guys were able to put him down before things started to snowball out of control was pretty much what saved you. I mean, also he being a spellcaster, so like he has magic points.
Mhm.
Oh shit! Like the
And
real
so
deal. in this
controlling the
game.
knife is 1 magic point around. When people enter the house, he casts a spell on himself called Flesh Ward that gives him 2d6 hit points on top of his normal hit point pool.
Oh wow.
Luckily for you guys, I rolled a 3 on 2d6, but he still is a beefy guy. So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun watching you guys trying to figure out what to do with that dagger and the house in general, like all
Grab
the
it,
creepy
hold
shit
it.
happening. It was amazing. I had a lot of fun. I'm hoping you guys did too.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think.
Super. A fantastic amount of fun. Thanks, man.
Mhm.
Of course.
All right. Well, you guys can find us wherever podcasts can be found, and you can check me out on Twitter at BeholderToNoOne. And if you enjoyed this episode, please go check out the first episode. If you haven't listened to it, what are you doing? This is out of order. But you can also listen to all the other one-shots that we have done on the show, or our actual play, Behold Clear Light, which is on every other Thursday. So thank you so much for joining, and bye!
Bye.
Bye.